Welcome to the Wizards of Ecom, your no-fluff playbook for online success. Each episode is fully packed with actionable tactics you can implement in your business right now. Take your life to a higher level and excel in your online success. It's time to work on you and your business. Let's do this.
Hello, and welcome back to Wizards of Ecom. This is your host, Naomi, and I am going to do something I have not taught before. Bear with me, it's going to be cool, or at least I hope. So I planned just to give you a short background on why I'm recording, what am I recording, and when am I recording it. It's 2:38 a.m. It's September the 18th, 2021, and yes, I am the most productive during this time. So I hope that you will also enjoy this recording. Yes, being very unfiltered and very raw, a great idea, or at least I hope so. It's a great idea for you as well. For me, it's great. A great idea came to mind. Being 100% honest, I was sitting on the toilet and was thinking about things. Now, most of the time, as you would know, the most or the best ideas are coming to you whenever you're sitting either on the toilet or taking a shower. I don't know, I probably were super relaxed. So next time when your next great idea is going to come to you while sitting on the toilet or while taking a shower, do feel good about yourself. You should know that you're not very special. Most geniuses, that's when they were most inspired. All right, so this is a bit of like, let's have a bit of fun and let's like relax before starting like hardcore. The reason I wanted to have you on, and it's only you and me, because I noticed something that most of the time people are not sharing, especially whenever they are starting in the Amazon, I would say play or Amazon seller play, let's put it this way. And they are starting and they are like, they don't know, maybe some of them don't really know what they are doing. They maybe took a course, they maybe understand like partially, like 100% they understand only partially, because you cannot know things that you don't know until you know them. So maybe you just started, maybe you're an intermediate seller, maybe even you're an advanced seller. And I wanted to share with you some of the stuff that I was just thinking about, how important these are during your journey. So first off, as you most of you know that I am I just, not really recently, but for 2 years we've been already like starting with e-commerce and with selling. And I think my perspective as someone new to this platform could help you tremendously if you are new personally, and also if you are advanced, but like you have that friend who just barely started on Amazon and just asking you a ton of questions. So that's also a good candidate for this podcast. All right, too much rambling. And I honestly think I even forgot the idea. However, Naval Ravikant says that whenever you're inspired, just make sure that you're going to record your inspiration, or make sure you're making it possible for you to remember it next time. Otherwise, you're going to forget it. Apparently, while I was speaking, I forgot it. Okay, just a sec. It's coming back to mind. Things that I wanted to talk about. I was super inspired, by the way, from the latest episode with Carlos, and I will have to check out the guest, but basically it was about failures during the process, during selling on Amazon. I think this was the main idea, and they were sharing some ideas and sharing some like, okay, what was their mistake and what did they learn from that, and that's great. However, what I think most of the time people are not looking really closely at how can I learn from someone else's mistakes and I don't have to do the mistakes on my own. So this is something or a concept that I learned like 6 years ago when we started with Robert Kiyosaki and Kim Kiyosaki with the Rich Dad Company, and then I became an avid fan. And basically, the way they are teaching, or one of the ideologies they are teaching, or Robert is teaching, is that, hey, you don't have to do mistakes by your own. Learn from someone else's mistakes. And what I feel most of the time, people are going to push you either two types of content. One that's very technical that you can implement right away within your business. For example, the technical stuff that we are also like providing you when you're coming out to our meetups or Zoom meetings, or in general, we are having like professionals in the industry, like high advanced sellers or services that can actually guide you and you can take action right away. Second type is going to be the ones that not necessarily are sharing services, but what they do is like making you aware of things that you could be done. But sometimes those things could be maybe not really where you are at this point in your journey. So for example, some things might be too expensive to implement in your business, some things might be too far away to implement your business, or some things you are really not interested about. So that's two types of information that I'm going to talk about today. Basically, the things that you can do right away and the things that you can implement in the future. Now, what I've seen so far is people, whenever they are going to teach you about something, they're going to offer you how brilliant is something. And what I noticed is, yes, they are selling you on some idea. They are selling you, they're pitching you on whatever they want to sell you, right? We are being now totally blind. We are marketers. We understand how this works. It's like there's no behind the curtains, look, this is what it is. Everyone's selling their best version. So both of you can profit, both them and you can profit. However, what I did not see so far is someone really bringing up, look, you must be aware of these things. It's, for example, Amazon. It's hard to start. It's hard to learn all those things. It's hard to understand all those things that are happening, and most people are trying to sell you an idea. How easy it is. Well, in truth, now giving you a short background story on when we started, honestly, if I would have known how much headaches would this cause and how much upfront investment would this cause time-wise and money-wise, I probably would have not started it yet, because now I know I can also help like new sellers understand, hey, it's way more than you think, so just be aware that you have the time and you have the financials behind to make sure, or the money behind to make sure that you can nail this. Because most of the time what I see, people are not going to stay in this game only because of that reason. They weren't aware of the costs and they were sold on a dream. And something else that I wanted to mention. So something else that I wanted to mention beside the fact that you should be able to learn not only from your mistakes, but first off, learn from someone else's mistakes. Today, I'm going to share one of my own mistakes that I've been struggling with for a while. And I think that I am not the only one. So this is why I'm going to share it. Basically, it's going to be about outsourcing your time, your efforts, outsourcing everything. And yet again, I'm bringing up Carlos. He is mastering this very, very well. And he should be a pure example when it comes to how to make sure that you have time for everything while doing everything. So here I'm talking about offering services, making sure that we have meetings, regular meetings, making sure that we have regular speakers, making sure of all those things, and beside like running 51 businesses. That's huge. So I think here I would like to share with you something that is close to my heart, and it's going to be about like shameless plug, I'm a huge technician, and I just noticed that I now have the lingo for it because I just read the Emit Revisited, and I didn't even realize how much that can help me or destroy me when it comes to a business, simply because I love to do things, and I drive on passion. I am 100% in when I'm doing, social media, I'm 100% in. When I'm learning PPC, I'm 100% in. When I'm learning how to create a design for maybe A+ content, I'm 100% in. When I'm learning how to make videos for our advertisements on Amazon or whatever on other platforms, I am 100% in, which caused me to understand that I am super passionate about everything, and also falsely made me believe that I should do everything because I am the best at it. And yes, truth is, you might be, but you should be only good at one thing or two things max. And problem is that when you think that you're passionate about everything, and this might totally not be you, right? If, for example, yet again, I'm bringing up Carlos, he doesn't like to, okay, not Carlos, let's like roast someone else, Ramon. but I won't hope I hope you're listening to this. So he was saying something very, very cool during a meeting, and he said, I prefer to not do anything, but everything what I have, just deliberately let someone else do it. And that was such a cool concept. It's such strange concept for me, because it was like, no, I'm passionate about, I want to do this, that, and whatever. And then I realized, hey, if I am smart, I cannot think like this way. So a mistake on my side, it was thinking that only because you are good at something and you are passionate about something, you can actually win at something. When in fact it was, let's put it this way, maybe at PPC I knew zero PPC, but I was super passionate about, and I learned a ton, and I really implemented in my business, and really helped tremendously, But I also thought, hey, I'm really good at videos, so I'm going to go do a lot of cool videos. And truth is that, as I was saying, if you're passionate 100% about something, you are going to figure it out. And videos also work brilliantly, Pictures for our listing also, yet again, I'm the creative spirit, I can do it. And it's like, it's my baby, let's put it this way, even if I am not in love with our product, but it was the concept and the brand and everything. And it was like, it's my name on it, So that foolish pride, I think, proud moment, it's going to really drive you mad if you're, for example, a technician as I am, because you will want to do everything. Now, yet again, as I was saying, I might be one of 100, one of 99, or one of 100, or how do you say it? Rarity, let's put it that way. But I generally believe that we are not as unique as we think we are. And I strongly believe there are at least 50 more people there listening right now, who are saying, holy cow, Noemi, you're just talking to me right now, So, and yes, I'm talking to you. And if you are the one who's listening to this and it's identifying yourself to being that maniac, passionate person that I just described myself, welcome, you are not alone. And this is what I want to share with you. If you are like that, please learn from my mistakes, because my mistake was, I thought that I need to learn a lot. And first off, I was strengthening my weaknesses. And what I realized, because I strengthened my weaknesses, I forgot about my strengths. And I really not prioritized at all my strengths, which made me weak at my strengths, which means that now I have to relearn my strengths, or reconnect all the dots that they were there, reconnect with all the networks, reconnect all the connections that I had there. It's not that they are not there already, but it's similar with so many episodes that you heard already on this podcast about email marketing, for example, or about not connecting anymore with your audience. This is what happened. So yes, bear in mind that I am recording this at 2. Now it's 2:53. Oh my God, so this is going to be long. So now it's 2:52 actually, and the background noise that you're hearing, it's weekend, and apparently people are having fun. So I hope that you don't mind for that. I think it fits well with the raw environment. Okay, let's get back to our things. In the meantime, I'm also going to close the window just to make sure this is not going to be still bothersome. Window closed, that was loud. All right, I'm back to you. So, as I was saying, take how much? How much would I say? Take 2 minutes. 2 minutes may seem to be a very short period of time. Take 2 minutes. Sit down. Relax. Breathe. Think. What are the things that you are really a genius at? And what are the things that you're telling yourself that you're a genius at, or that it's a challenge, or that is something that you want to face and you want to get out on the other way victorious? This is hard, especially if you're like me, a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist serial carpenter. I'm sure that you are going to say the same thing about you. But this is super, super important. The reason why I see now, and please don't judge me if you're listening to this and if you're like, oh Naomi, come on, like this is so obvious. How couldn't you think of it like now, until now, or you can judge me, whatever. But if I'm talking to you who is just like I am right now, and I realize, hey, I polished my weaknesses and not my strengths, listen carefully. Sit down, take those 2 minutes, think carefully. What is the thing that is going to bring me closest to my goals right now with the arsenal of assets and skills that I have right now here in my pocket? I'm repeating myself. What is the most important thing, most important skill, and my strengths that I have right now here with me that I have right in my pocket? So think of these things. If it's one thing, I would suggest it should be not more than 3 things. Take them, write them down. Everything else, what is not on that list, make a list and see what can be outsourced. If it's coming to VAs, make your way to find a VA. At the end, I know I was so afraid of hiring people. I knew nothing about hiring people. I was like all the time, like I don't know, I'm too kind to people and then too mean to people or whatever. I didn't know where to put myself. Hiring people and firing people, it's a process that you, as a business owner, will have to go through. And you have to learn to do it right. And now you will say, okay, maybe you just hired 2 people and like you're coming to preach to me. Yes, I'm going to preach to you from my point of view that I understood so far. And I see how helpful is now that I have those 2 people, 3 people, 5 people on my team and they're helping me. So if you are a newbie seller, listen carefully. As I was saying, take those 2 minutes, think of that question that I asked. What do you have right now in your pocket? And you don't have to outsource it. What do you have right now that it's the most valuable thing that you already nail it? And it's like, I'm not sure how it's the same, like it's, you know, it as your back of your minds or something like that. So you already have it, own it, and build on top of that. Because otherwise what's going to happen is going to happen what happened to me. You can be brilliant, you can be great, you can do and achieve great things. But if you're not sure of what your strengths are, maybe you are also a technical person, maybe you're an entrepreneurial person, maybe you are very good at managing things. Pick one, choose one, see where you excel, three things that you excel at, and the rest, make sure to come up with a plan that you will outsource those things. So yes, this is I know it might sound very like, this was so obvious. Why are you talking to me about this? You know, I like to think about the whole concept of podcasting as, I know first time when I turned on a podcast, I know I was listening to Carlos and it was, holy cow, this person is talking to me. It's talking to my level, it's talking to what I need to do right now. So if you are that person that is going to be listening to this and it's going to take, hey, those are the things that I need to do right now. As I was saying, sit down, 2 minutes of your time, think of what you have right now in your pocket, think of the 3 skills, your strengths that you have, and build your empire on top of that. And as always, you know, you don't have to be alone. You are sellers helping sellers. I think this is a clear proof, sharing one of my weaknesses and being so upfront with you. And I know that most of the time people, especially when you get to some level within these groups and so on, everyone's looking at you, oh, wow, she's doing I don't know what. And she's like, she must do like a lot of money and she must like be super strategist and so on. Yes and no. You know, I think most of the time with fame comes also the fear of failure and fear of looking stupid in the eyes of people and fear of, oh, if they're knowing about these weaknesses of mine, what they're going to say. You know what? Nobody should care. Only you. It's your time. It's your life. So really, make it worth. All right, that was it. I'm wrapping up. It was a pleasure, and I actually really enjoyed this one. Maybe if I'm going to re-listen to this, because I'm always re-listening to all my episodes, maybe I will say, hey, this episode should have not happened and should not be repeated. But this is a raw content, raw format. This is not going to be edited. So if you like it, please let me know. It's super, super important for me. I'm not planning to do only this type of episodes, but if this is something that it would help you on your journey, I am happy to do more of this. And also, as I was saying, both Carlos and I, yes, we're doing this for us as well, because when a guest comes on the podcast, we are learning, right? But first off, we're doing this for you, so you can learn, you can really understand how things work, you can really see, okay, what are the next things that I should work on my business, or for my business, or to do for my business, let's say, or to help my business do for me, let's put it that way as well. And really it's super important for us to know that you were helped, because this is what we are looking for, making sure 100% that sellers are happy sellers. All right, much love to you. This was fun. Take care. See you next Wednesday. I'll be back. Take care. Bye.
It was fun sharing this episode with you. If you found value in what you've heard, please show your love with a subscribe, rate, and review of the show. Until next time.